Hello, everyone. Good evening. I see we're still busy with the task that um, Tyro has used to engage us. How are we all doing today? Let's market yourself. Damn everyone. So, good evening once again, everyone. My sincerest apologies for joining you late. I got caught up with my 9 to 5, but I'm here today with you all. So, let me see if you all can even hear me to start with. Fialoa, thank you. Oluremi, thank you for being here. Good evening. So I see we are all engaged in the activity that Taiwo has. I sent the Taiwo to use to engage you while I was away. So I'll go over the question again. So basically, this is us prophesying or, speaking to our future self after going through this grueling session of learning. I mean, the next step is, getting a job. And eventually you're going to learn on the job, you're going to grow. And then in 2030, you're going to get a chance to speak to other upcoming virtual assistants who are in the position that you are right now. So basically, I just wanted to challenge yourselves to speak to your challenge yourself to put yourself in the future speaking to you now. I hope that was a fun activity. It took me a while to come up with that because I really needed something that will keep you busy. Hi, Kama. Hello, Candy. Good evening, Gloria. Hi, Sandra. Tomori David, thank you for acknowledging you can hear me. Hi, Emmanuel. Thank you for confirming you can hear me. Adetayo, I see you. Thank you. La, 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 la. So I will just go over the question because I see that YouTube and its limitation, broke into bits. Work was good today. Thank you for asking, Abigail. Being a melt, it's good to see you here. All right. So the question is, so if you see me not staring at the screen, it's because I'm reading off my writing pad. So the task was to activate your brains and push you to think ahead. So the question was, imagine you time traveled to the year 2030 and now you are one of the top rated virtual assistants in the world. You've just been invited to give a talk to newbies starting in 2025, like you are right now. In the comment section, write a journal style message to your past self, that's the you of today, answering this question. Dear me in 2025, here's what I've learned on my VA journey so far. You may include the skills you have succeeded in, like the skills that helped you succeed, the biggest challenge you overcame, and then one piece of advice you swear, a, one piece of advice you swear by, a proud achievement you never expected. Let's see. So I want to like take the next 10 minutes to go through the comment section to like read your responses. The responses I like best, I would read aloud. And then those I find funny, I would also read out too. But you know, there's no right or wrong answer here, so this is like safe space. I'm going to find this. Momodu, you started well, but I'm guessing it's a limitation of the comment section that didn't let you, you know, complete it. I was looking forward to the bits that, you know, you learned, the skills you learned, um, and then the advice. So, well, I'm sure it's the limitation of, I'm so sorry, guys. I wish we had like a better platform where we can interact, probably even get to see your lovely faces, but we are learning, we are advancing, and we are updating. So let's see. Oh, favor. Dear me in 2025, I've learned not to give up on myself. My ability to pay attention has helped me a lot. I see myself doing a lot, owning a tech company to teach my kids, to teach kids is my greatest achievement. Okay, that's a lovely one, favor. And I will see you in 2030 achieving this. Dear peace. Thank you for okay. So now this is Diora. Diora. I'm sorry if I did not pronounce it well. So you said, dear peace. Thank you for allowing yourself go through this journey. You have learned that you are an effective partner, a proactive VA, and you bring value to the table. That's lovely. Okay, so Ogunlola, I'm doing very well. Thank you. Thanks for asking. I trust you're well too. Taiwo, good evening. La, la, la. So this is me going to read. So this is Irene. Abi? I'm so sorry. Dear future me, I've learned the act of time management, coordination, and proper communication, overcoming the challenge of learning new software that I haven't used prior to now. That's a good one. I mean, learning never stops. So your future me is going to know to not give up, especially when they face challenges. They will just, it's okay to break down, but it's better to break down and then take the next step towards being better. Mm. So Oluwafermi says, dear me, dear future me, there are so much skills needed for you to come to stay. So stay focused and keep learning. That's a good one. So Promise says, dear me in 2025, I have learned that I am not just a VA, but a strategic partner. I have mastered Google Workspace like Doc, Sheets, slides, and calendar. I am highly motivated to succeed in my journey, in my VA journey. That's a good one. Um, looking for another. All right, guys. So I want us to. Hmm. Well, I can't see any more. I'm trying to read the previous comment, but I am not getting any entry to the tag. So I'll just go ahead with what I have prepared for you all today. So good evening once again, everyone. To the men that are just joining us, I just read through the responses from the task that Taiwo helped me share with you all. Welcome to our very last session together here in this DSA, that's the Digital Skill Up Africa journey. I cannot believe it. I what started off as not knowing how I was going to start off my first lesson with you. Before I continue, I want to apologize for the background noise. I am not in an environment I can control. My sincere apologies for that. So, going ahead, we've spent the past few weeks together. We've learned, we've grown, we experimented, and we faced some fears around tech and virtual work, especially to the many of us that are just, learning about all of this niche of work. And I want to say thank you to all of you that showed up. You stayed present, you took notes, you tried, you passed confusion, you passed self-doubt. Even on tired days, you came, you showed up. And I know I've read it in the comments, many of you that would be at your place of work and still make time to join the session. I want to say thank you. That is exactly the spirit of success. I want you all to take a moment and say this to yourself: I have done something powerful for my future. Just take a moment and tell yourself well done, because it is not easy at all. Trust me, there are times where I would not even want to show up for you guys, where I keep telling myself no, that there are people, some of, I don't know where many of you are, but I know I have to show up for you, and then you owe it to yourself to be here. So I want to just commend you all, and I want you to say to yourself, I have done something powerful for my future. This is the first step into success. Well done, everyone. Now, I am saying this because I too, I have been in this, in the position that you all are. When I started my journey with the ALX, where I did not understand what the virtual or what even working remote entails. So believe me when I say you will get to where I am, and you would even be better than me. That is my prayer for all of you. So well done. You have done something really powerful for your future. Today's session is not about pressure, but it's more of, going through it with pride, because I know you're here and I know you're ready. I didn't prepare any slide for you today because we're just going to be doing core knowledge recap of everything that we have learned together. We're going to take like a full circle moment and remember everything that you have achieved, not just learned, you have achieved it. We started off with week 3 together. I can't go through week 1 and 2 with you because I wasn't there. So I will start with the I'll do the recap on the weeks that we spent together. So our first week together was week 3, and we discussed digital literacy and productivity tools. You all started by laying a strong foundation. You learned how to move around Google Workspace using docs for writing, that's document. You use sheets for organizing data, slides for presentation, and then Google Drive for storing files professionally. We also explored Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint because apologies for that. Because okay, sorry. We explored Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint because the world, I know I'm like a Google Workspace advocate, but we should not please forget that we have Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint also still running and also functioning in the same, they still give you the same results. It's just the user interface different. You learned how to format documents, create spreadsheets, and make reports. You also discovered the use of project management tools. Beg, should I let you leave? Beg me. Sorry, I didn't even know I was mute, but sorry about that. I had to beg for decorum in the space that I am in. All right. So let's see. We discussed about project management tools like Trello. Many of you were curious about Trello and its user interface. I hope that we have been able to, you know, at least get a better understanding from that by, trying to go out on YouTube, trying to go to YouTube to learn how to like how to properly use the software. We also learned about some communication tools like Zoom and Slack. All these tools that I have mentioned are essential for virtual assistants professionally because we use them daily so that we can be able to stay on top of our task, and they help us to collaborate. For week 4, we talked about office support and productivity systems. In week 4, you stepped into the role of a true virtual assistant. You learned email management, which entails keeping inboxes clean, creating folders, setting filters, and responding with clarity. That's this that I have mentioned are amongst the most requested VA services. So basically, you may be asked to perform one or all of these tasks depending on what your responsibility is. But now I have a lot of confidence that you will be able to survive in the role. Um, you also learned about agenda, how to prepare agendas before meeting, how to take professional minutes. This may seem small, but it's going to make a difference because it would make a difference between being a good assistant and being a great assistant. Then we discussed scheduling meetings. I know many will say, we didn't go in depth and like we did do like a lot of demos, but remember that all of this are like introductions to this is me basically opening your eyes to or opening your mind more like to knowing that this softwares are able to to function in a certain way. I believe I will not overemphasize this by saying that you should go on to try to understand in depthly how this softwares work. Okay, so we discussed scheduling of meetings, coordinating calendar across time zones, and handling small but crucial things like expense reports and a little bit of event planning. For week five was okay. For week five, the Monday I wasn't available. My apologies. I just have a thing with Mondays. But I think I made it up for you with Wednesday. For week five, we discussed data support and customer experience. That week, you all stepped up your game with basic data entry, formatting sheets, using filters, formulas, drop down, and even building simple reports. You learned how to track information, organize it neatly, and even analyze customer feedback. That's not just typing. It's you supported, like you learned how to support with the decisions making, because basically you are now, interfacing with customers, and now your feedback, the feedback that the customers you get from these customers would help guide your next step to the betterment of your company's decision. So you helped with support decision making. Then came customer service. We did a little bit, we did a little of introduction to the emotional intelligence side. You learned how to respond with empathy, how to manage DMs and emails, how to handle feedback and complaints. And I mean, this itself, this on its own is just like basically doing or already functioning as a virtual assistant. For week six, is that week six? No, I think that's week eight, which is this week. For week eight, we I started off with I think it's freelancing. I did. La, 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 la. Okay, I think it's for week eight that I did that. But then you went on to learn about freelancing platforms and scam awareness. We ended by like this week, which is our end of the week. We ended by taking you outside the classroom into the real world of freelancing. You now you now know how to, I believe you do. You now know how to set up your Upworks, you know how to set up profiles on Upwork, Fiverr, and LinkedIn. You've seen how guided you, through I've guided you on how to, write job proposals and apply with confidence. We also touched a little bit about scam and being able to, identify the red flags. Yeah. What else? Am I missing any? Okay, week eight was freelancing. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Ibiko, for reminding me. Okay. Uh yes, week eight was about freelancing. Thank you, Rachel. So yes, I mean we've come this far. I see you all already acing your first 2 weeks into your job as virtual assistant. Um, let's do a little life prep on becoming a paid virtual assistant. Now, what you now need, so the next thing after you're done with your project and you're ready to, start applying, one thing I want you to all do to yourselves is answer this question. Do you want to be a general virtual assistant or you want to specialize? There are some options which include administrative virtual assistants, tech automation virtual assistants, customer support virtual assistant, social media virtual assistant, and then there is content and research virtual assistant. So you just have to go do a little bit of research for whatever areas that you seem to that you are curious about, so you can expand later. Now, the next thing you want to do after, confirming the brand that you want to work for, sorry, confirming the niche that you want to, offer your services for, the next thing is to build your brand. This is where your profile already when we've already gone through learning how to, how to have like a professional profile. Now, always remember that your profile is your pitch. So whether it's on LinkedIn, Upwork, or even your CV, you have to make it professional and confident. Now, you want to highlight your tools, your value, and your work ethics. Now, these are going to include a clear bio that introduces yourself, that introduces you, your niche, the value and results that you can bring, then the skills you have mastered, a nice photo, and then if there are testimonials or um, certifications. I know I mentioned that after you're done with the program, you'll be issued certificates. You can use that to start off your that can be added to your portfolio or your profile, so people will know that, oh, okay, these guys have actually gone through the grueling process of learning to become virtual assistants. Third step to becoming a paid virtual assistant is to practice and, work on your portfolio. Use what you have done in class to build your samples. Learn to practice your spreadsheets, write mock emails. Also, your tax boards that you have created, polish those skills, and then if try to go up on social media and check the comment section to see how other brands respond to clients inquiries. Now the fourth step is to apply. I'm not going to lie, some people don't get it some people don't get to be employed from from the first 10 job applications you're going to send. You just have to keep pushing, don't get tired, keep applying. I would use myself as a case study. I remembered when I lost my one of my a job that I was working as an administrative assistant. When I lost that job, I really needed to get back on my feet after sulking. So I just started applying. I know I applied to like a lot of job links. And then one day when I was like, I had time for my email. I wanted to like clear the clutters and, give myself like a zero inbox since I have no one working for at that time. I wanted to like clear my inbox and make it look humane. And then I came across a response one of the jobs I had applied for. And then I was looking at it, and the person was like, "Oh, we would love to meet you. Can you please go through my calendar and pick a time, your preferred time for an interview?" In my head, I was like, "When did I apply for this job?" Yeah, so just keep on applying. When the right jobs that suits you, it's going to come. Don't give up. Keep on applying. I've heard that I've heard stories of people that had sent out 1,000 plus, over 1,000 plus job application, and then the one that even the few that responded to, they probably just went through the interview process and then never got feedback. And then the job that they just, a friend probably just sent to them from, I've had a friend who sent me a job link, after I had applied, he sent me a job link from Twitter. And I applied and I got the job almost immediately after applying. I got an email requesting for an interview. So please don't give up. Don't wait to feel perfect. World of remote work rewards consistency, not perfection. Apply daily, personalize your pitches, keep a tracker. Keep a tracker or not, but I would advise you to keep a tracker so that you can, oh, I've applied to, you can create like a spreadsheet, use that to learn your spreadsheet format. You can write data entry. You can write the list of the organizations you have sent your job applications to, and then try as much as possible to, okay, you can use this metrics I try to apply to 5, even as I am currently in a job. I try to send out 5 I try to apply to 5 jobs per day. I try. I don't. It's not. I'm not consistent, but I try to. So just know, and then always improve your profile as often as you can. Just try to make sure that, because I mean, there is no perfect profile out there. People would say, I've seen, yes, there, but then everybody's profile is a work in progress. The person's profile that you think is the best is probably, still just learning. Oh, she saw something on YouTube and she saw how the person's profile looked, and then she tried it out on her own. And you are just seeing them like, this person's profile is perfect. You don't know the work the person is putting in the background. So you to hold yourself accountable when you finally, and I know you will in no distant time, when you get your first job, I want you all to hold yourself accountable to treat it like gold. It may not pay you as much as you'd want it to, but treat it like gold. Show up early, communicate well, ask questions, deliver on time. This is how clients turn into long-term contracts. It would surprise you how the list, um, okay, in the event that I'm unreachable from this hour to this hour, it's because I'm currently having a power issue, but I would fix it as soon as I can. Something as simple as that will just let your clients know that yes, you're reliable, and you're going to tell them, upfront should an issue arise. Now, let's see. Okay, I think I've been talking a lot. Let's see if. Mm, mm. Okay. All right. So let's see. To round off everything that I have said from the time I joined you all, I know that you've heard a lot. I've said a lot, and you've heard a lot. You have done a lot. It's now time to check in with yourself. Um, so the question I want you to ask, no, yes. No, the question I want to ask you is now, do you do you think you have all the tools you need to potentially succeed as a virtual assistant on your own? I'll take the question again. Do you think that you now have all the tools you need to potentially succeed as a virtual assistant on your own? Um, Eukaria, I'm sorry you joined us late. I just did a recap. I just did a recap of I just did a recap from of all the time we have together. Okay, so for the many that are saying no, can you please tell me the tools you think you're missing out on? I'm getting a lot of no's. So now I will put a second question. For the many that have said no, can you please tell me the tools you think you're missing out on? Okay. All right. So I just got a message from the tech team and I have been asked to send you all on a break. So in our usual custom, we're going to take a 10 minute break and I will be back with you all by 12 minutes past 8. Break. Hi. The break has just ended. I was also getting very, very impatient. I had to do like a quick wardrobe change because let's just let that slide. Okay, so I hope we've all had our attendance. We've all signed our attendance because it's going to count not now, but then your attendance to lessons is going to count when it's time for certificate issuing. I just wanted to let you all know that. So please always make sure to sign your attendance. Welcome. Oh, thank you, Ngozi. Um, oh no, you're not left behind. We just got back from the break. So, yeah, many of you said no to the question I asked. Do you think you have all the tools you need to potentially succeed as a virtual assistant on your own? Many said no. So now I'm asking another question. What tools do you think you do not have or you don't have basic knowledge of on so that, we can I can clear whatever confusions you're currently having. Hi, Amber. So for Sean saying you don't have basic knowledge on Trello, did you miss any of the class? How did you even get to know about Trello if you don't have basic knowledge on Trello? I remembered I did a brief demo showing you the user interface of what Trello looked like. And then I also advise countless times to go onto YouTube to get like in-depth knowledge. So you don't have when you say you don't have basic knowledge, what so to help you. So there's no point, to help you, you can, go to YouTube and just input into the search how to understanding Trello 101 and you would get results from there and then you can watch it. So Notion, Asana, Slack, Loom, Trello, Mercy, all of this that you have mentioned, you got to know about them because I mentioned them. And I would not give you information without at least a definition and a little bit of demo. What you can do is to go back on your own in your own quiet time and do a little bit of research. I said self help will take you so far. Awesome. I applaud you, Adewusi Adetayo. Thank you for taking the step of learning this on your own. Okay. Um, Trust me, Oyedipo, Oluwatoyin, over time you're going to get better. And then you would even see that you will be using these interfaces without even remembering that you were stuck or at some point you did not understand. Awesome, Ngozi. Thank you for testifying that self help can take you really far. Thank you. Okay. Um, so I would ask the next couple of questions is just for self reflection and personal alignment. You don't necessarily need to give me an answer right now, but you can just write it down somewhere. You can just write down the question and then answer it at your pace. So the first question will be, where do I want to be in 3 months? 3 months from now, where do I see myself? You don't have to answer the question right away. You can just write it in your notes. 3 months from now, where do I want to be? The second question would be, what will success look like for me as a virtual assistant? So what's going to define success for you as a virtual assistant? Is it working? Is it getting to work with one international client? Oh, if I get to work with one international client, that's going to make me a successful virtual assistant. If I'm able to start working as a virtual assistant, replacing my 9 to 5, I have succeeded as a virtual assistant. If making more money as a virtual assistant is what quantifies success for you, just like write that down in your journal or just answer that at your own pace. Question 3 will be, what will I do if I feel stuck or discouraged? What would I do if I feel stuck or discouraged? Will you reach out for help? Will you review your why? Like, why do I feel stuck? Why do I have this feeling of, of stagnation? Why do I feel like I can't move forward or back? Or why can't I not understand this task? Will you ask for help? So, what will you do when you feel stuck or discouraged? So I remember I said you don't need to answer these questions right away. You can, however, just write it down in a journal. I have a journal that I have. Well, in my own defense, I've done a lot of entry on my notes, which I will transfer to my journal whenever I have a lot of time to do that. But I would advise you to get a journal and just start writing, just document. You don't have to. It will be great to, like, be consistent. It's not a lot happens every day, but then the days that are eventful, it'll be good to just have something you can read off to say, oh, I survived this. Oh wow. And then you're proud of yourself. You probably maybe in 3 months' time you have a very shitty boss that you're working for who is always domineering and telling you what to do. And then you just write it down in your journal, and maybe in a couple of months God intercedes on your behalf and gives you something better. And then one day you look back and say, oh my God, June 13th, I had to endure this very mean boss, and look at me now, I'm happy. And the person is like, it's like yesterday's news. And then you get to applaud yourself. That's what journals are for. So you can look back at the situation and then see how far you've come. Anyway, I've said a lot. Here is what I would leave you all with. You don't need to know everything. I didn't know everything. I still don't think, I know I don't know everything. I am still learning. But if there's anything I'm going to applaud myself for, is that every day I stay and I keep going, I keep tolerating, I keep enduring, and I keep going. The world is full of opportunities. You just don't know it. Like, I promise you, many of you could land the first best job, and you guys will stay there for like 5 years, and one day say, oh, my first time of even hearing the job virtual assistance was on a DSA, and there was this very cheery facilitator who encouraged me to keep trying. And on my first job application, I got the best job. And then you get to tell this very happy story. For many of us, it's going to take us like a couple of trials and error to get it right. But know that the world is full of opportunities. And now you know how to find, how to apply, and then when you do get this, you now know how to deliver them. So if you're ever in doubt, remember the energy that you brought here, the sessions, to these lectures. You were here every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. This version of you, the version that is open to learning, the version that showed up, and the version that is currently giving your best is enough. I want you all to know that you are enough and the effort that you are putting is going to pay off. I promise you. I am proud to have been here with you guys. I'm proud to have shared all my experiences with you. I hope to hear about your journey soon. Please let's stay in touch. I for you all created a separate email address so that I cannot so your emails don't get mixed up with my personal emails and all of that. So it is um how do I do? Okay, so I will send it to tech team and tech team because I saw some of you asking about my email address. I will share it with you so you can, if ever you feel you're stuck, you need help, please, I would appreciate if you don't, send me unnecessary emails because I honestly will not respond to emails I see that are not necessary, that are very irrelevant. But if it's a genuine email, a genuine, a request that I am able to respond to, I will respond to it, I promise. And even to those emails that I think are very unnecessary, I will give a response, I promise. So please let's stay in touch. I want you all to support yourselves. I don't know if you were able to make friends from your squad, but support each other and never stop evolving. I want you all to go, take up space, and I know you are all going to succeed. Thank you for giving me the opportunity of being your facilitator. I want to say thank you to the DSA team for even giving me a chance to evolve. Because honestly, I started as you all are right now, trying to understand the world of virtual assistants, and look at me, sharing, like giving back. So I want to say thank you to the tech team who are here. I want to say a special thanks, shout out to, I think her name is Taye. Taye has been there, always sending me prompt. Hi, Cynthia, are you all going to show up for class? She would always call me. She doesn't see me online. Thank you so much, Taye. I also want to say a special shout out to Joseph. Joseph has I enjoyed whenever I ask quiz questions, Joseph would also attempt the questions. At some point he was like, oh, this is too easy, and I was like, no, please allow my participants. I don't want to grow them. When the project comes, they're going to know, they will face the heat then. And I heard that many of you are facing the heat, but don't worry, it's not so hard. Just think about it, read it, and embody the role as a virtual assistant. I want you all to know that my love is with you. Please take care of yourselves. I don't see you anywhere, but thank you so much. I was in a little bit of a mood, but this, I don't know, I just feel like I just have a lot of love to give to you all. Okay, so let me read through the comments. Oh, thank you. I will take care of myself, Ngozi, I promise. You all go and conquer the world. You now have my blessings. All right, guys. I will just take as I have exhausted everything. I am now ready to help with. Okay, so let me send the email address before I forget. So it's okay, Cynthia gmail.com. Okay, so let me read the message because I did a lot of talking. Okay. why you want me to say that, but okay. Oh, I appreciate you too, Adekunle. It's really getting feedback like this. It gives me, it tells me I'm doing something right. And I am glad that you all feel that way. So thank you. I'm sorry you are facing the heat, but like I said, embody the role of a virtual assistant. What would you now let it be? You know what? Let it be you're already working as a virtual assistant and we are your bosses and we have given you a task. So sort that task out and give us feedback. Oh, thank you all so much. Sobowale, I'm so happy I was able to impact. Bukola, Bankole, I'm sorry. I'm a Yoruba girl, but I just wasn't blessed with, I'm sorry I cannot pronounce all of our names well, and the other names that I have murdered, my apologies. So Bankole, you're welcome. Thank you to for Judith. My email address will be shared. Oladeji, thank you too for being here. Justina, Sarah, Oluwatobi, Abigail, Oyedepo, Juana, Martha, thank you, Elizabeth, Olamiposi, I see you all, Mercy, Olaleye, Yemisi, I see all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel now I understand what our teachers and professors feel when they share knowledge and it is well received. Now I do understand. Thank you for allowing me to achieve that level of oh, you guys are making me blush. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Theophane, it's not fair. It's not like I'm sending you off. I'm a proud mother sending you off to the world. So yes. So I'm excited. I mean, well, for the project and the exams that you would have to show up for, I get to rest from 7 to 9. So I'm proud of you all. I know you guys are going to go and conquer. It's time for me to say goodbye. I would see all of your emails when I do, and I promise I would respond to it. All right, everybody. Good night from here. I'm sorry for those struggling with network. I trust you will make me proud, Elizabeth. I know all of you will make me proud. Bye. Thank you, Amaka.